The Texas Rangers just made a sneaky good move as they traded for a player that a lot of people weren't really thinking was going to be on the trade market. As the Tigers, they're in a spot where nothing was really going on. It's just interesting to kind of see where everything was going to fall in place for them. Are they going to sell? Are they going to try to buy? I don't think anyone was thinking they're going to buy. It was just a matter of, are they in full sell mode, or are they just looking to see what players they want to keep on for the future and give a shot and just kind of sell tickets and build the team around. So it was just one of those things where I look at it, just wasn't really someone that everyone was projected to go, but somehow the Rangers were able to pull off trading for Carson Kelly. Now, this isn't a move that's going to shock the league or world by any means, but it is a move that a lot of people don't really necessarily see the impacts it can have for the Rangers, as it adds in that platoon bat that the Rangers need for a designated hitter spot, and then also adds in depth at the catching position, because as of right now, it's just kind of Jonah, no one else really playing that catcher spot for us, as we aren't very deep in that position like we were last season. So it definitely helps us out there in case injuries do happen, as the Rangers have been injury plagued this season. But it also doesn't mean that we're done shopping so far in the trade market ahead of the deadline. We're going to cover all that in today's video here on Texas Rangers Digest. Before we get into all that though, we are a new channel. If you guys enjoyed the content that we're putting out here at Rangers Digest, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. It's the best way to support the channel, and it's the best way to stay up to date if you're looking for a place to get daily Texas Rangers news here on Rangers Digest. Out of the way, we can go ahead and get into the video today talking about this guy that we traded for, Carson Kelly. And here's the exact deal, all right? Here's what we gave up. We got Carson Kelly from the Tigers, but we also gave up Liam Hicks and right-handed pitcher Tyler Owens, all right? Both guys in our system, now just being honest, they're not going to get much time. They might, it would be, it's very rare that they can make it up to the big leagues. It is. There's two guys that I'm just kind of like, are they really going to ever have the chance in the Rangers system? Probably not. And like I said, probably going to give up right-handed pitcher like we did right here to the Tigers. All right. Like, it's just bound to happen. It was. Just being honest, it was bound to happen that we were going to give up one of our pitchers in our kind of system going on. Maybe, if we do trade for someone else, I could see two more pitchers going. Just because we have a ton of young, promising pitchers, not right now, not really any spots for them. So it makes sense to get rid of them if we are buying, going into full buy mode, going into the playoffs. Now, Carson Kelly, a solid player. Very solid guy. Like I mentioned, catcher depth. All right, good platoon bat for the DH position. He hits it well, all right? Not necessarily great, but he does hit it decently. It's a decent move. It's just a sneaky move that a lot of people aren't like. It's not league shattering. It's not, something that's going to jump us straight into the contenders tier by any means. It is something, though, that could have little effects, especially if we make one more move. And this is the move I see. I'm like, I don't think this is it. This is just such a little move. I think there's one more coming, whether it's for a pitcher, whether it's for another bat. I don't know what it may be. I do have a feeling there is one more move coming up that can move us up into that playoff spot coming soon, because we're only 4.5 games back of the AL West. Only 4.5 games back, not far back by any means. 5.5, 6, I think, of a wild card spot. Very doable. With like 60 games left in the season, that's very doable. All right, we can definitely make a playoff push if we need to, but it's going to take that one more move. And I think Yandy Diaz is still available. I think he is. I think Yandy Diaz is still available for us to go after and get. Now, the Rays have made some moves. They're in full sell mode right now as well. I think if we want to, we can also get another bat from them if we truly are, if they aren't going to give up Yandy at all. If the Mariners, Astros, or Pirates, or whatever team comes in and swoops them, I think it's very possible that that can happen, okay? But Carson Kelly, if it is the only batter that we get, not a bad addition at all. When you look at the stats here, all right, sure, they're not glamorous by any means. 7 home runs, 29 RBIs. That's not good numbers at all. 327 on base percentage. 17 walks, not bad. 178 at bats. I'll take that. Not bad at all. 43 hits, once again, 43 out of 178. I'll take that as well, okay? No stolen bases. We know he doesn't have speed. 39 strikeouts and, catcher or DH, one of those two. So, yes, it solves that DH problem that we have where we just need a little bit, a platoon guy for that. It does give us him in those regards, and a backup catcher as well. 30 years old, 6'2". Current slugging percentage is almost at 400. That's nice. OPS plus is 101. And, you know, he hasn't been caught stealing at all because this dude does not steal the bases at all. And so I'm looking at these stats. I'm going to leave them up so we can kind of look at them together. All right, 7 home runs, not great at all, 29 RBIs. Is some of that from the Tigers, though, is what I'm thinking. I'm going to be honest, I don't watch much, you know, Detroit Tigers baseball because I'm not a fan of the Tigers at all. I have no clue what's going on down there. Detroit has been kind of in a rebuild mode for a while now. And so I'm wondering if his RBI numbers are just deflated because no one's really getting on base in Detroit. You guys can let me know down in the comment section below if that's the case. I'm just wondering if that's what's going on down low, you know, down there in Detroit. The reason his RBI numbers are so low is because there's no one getting on base for him to hit. And in Texas, we can fix that for him. All right. Down in Arlington, that can be fixed. His RBI numbers can inflate a little bit with the amount of times we get on base with some of the guys. Okay. That's something that can happen. 327 on base percentage, I'll take that as well. Getting on base 33% of the time, pretty much. All right. Every 10 at bats getting on base 3 times. I can live with that. That means he's getting on base at least once every game. If you break down the numbers, you know, 4 or 5 at bats a game, he's at least getting it on once or twice. I like that. Putting the ball in play as well. 43 hits. All right. 39 strikeouts. That's not really great. 39 strikeouts and 178 at bats. I don't like that at all. But he does get on base, and, you know, kind of money ball approach here is how I'm looking at it. All right, get on base. We have enough power in our lineup where we should be able to score you. When you look at it, the amount of sticks we have, we should be able to score you. So get some more guys that are getting on base so we can, you know, drive in some runs and actually win some games, because that's been a struggle as of late, getting runs across the plate. We get some more guys on base as we have a bunch of guys that hit it deep to the outfield. Corey Seager, Adolis, Garcia, those guys, all right, not necessarily always going to get on base, but they can give you deep fly balls. Get someone on base in front of them, then, you know, they're really cooking there. And so it's a sneaky move, all right? It's not great. It's not bad, though. It's a good move. It is a good move for the Rangers. It's just, I don't expect this to be the last one. That's the thing with it. It's one of those moves where, like, you don't, like, it goes under the radar. And then when the playoffs come, if we do make it, you know, it's one of those things where, like, oh, I forgot they had Carson Kelly. That was a good pickup for him, you know. It gives him some depth. That's what it happens, all right? It's only good if we make the playoffs. That's the thing, all right? It's only a good move then because then we need depth. We need to make one more move that can make us contenders. I don't know if that's Yandy Diaz or someone else that's out there. I don't know what that move is, but we have to make it if we really want to make it to the playoffs. That's the key thing, all right? Good move. This shouldn't be the only one, though. I'm expecting another one in the next day. All right, tomorrow I'm expecting another move. On July 29th, I'm expecting the Rangers to make another trade, and then we'll be done. That's fine because we're getting pitching back. Pitching is not a concern. I just want one more bat that can put the ball in play hard and score, guys. And Yandy Diaz, I think, is a great addition for that. But let me know down in the comment section below what you guys personally think about this trade. You know, if you'd rather see someone else be given up in the trade in our minor league system, rather us see get someone else at the catcher position that was available. Just let me know in the comment section below what you guys personally think and if Yandy Diaz is still on the table for the Rangers. And I'll see you guys in the next video.